Hello student, I hope that you are keeping well. Today I am preparing a very small class of molecular biology to clear your doubt. The topic is DNA and gene. The DNA, you know, the extended form is deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is the genetic material through which the genetic information passes from one generation to the others. Besides this, DNA play a very important role in the synthesis of enzymes or proteins to perform different metabolic activities of an organisms. The Botany virus hereditary materials may be either DNA or RNA. For plant viruses, mostly RNA is the genetic material, but some animal virus, RNA is the hereditary material, example coronavirus. DNA are generally located inside the nucleus in eukaryotic cells. But DNA are also found in outside the nucleus, such as in mitochondria and plastid in plant cells. In prokaryotic cells, DNA are found in the cytoplasm as they do not have membrane-bound nucleus. Let us see the diagram. This is the diagram of two cells. This is the prokaryotic cell, this is the eukaryotic cell. This prokaryotic cells, the DNA is simply lies inside the cytoplasm and it's make a condensed form in the cytoplasm. It's perform the function as like DNA of eukaryotic cell. This is the eukaryotic cell. This is the nucleus. Nucleus inside the nucleus have DNA, and these two diagrams show the difference between DNA structure and location. Actually, why it is called deoxyribose? Let us see the chemical structure of ribose sugar. This is the chemical structure of ribose sugar. If we count the number of carbon atoms in this pentose sugar, it will start from here 1, 2. The second number carbon atoms having no oxygen. This oxygen is replaced by hydrogen. The deoxy has only hydrogen but no oxygen. So the second carbon atoms have no oxygen. That is why this is called deoxyribose. What type of bases are found in the DNA molecules? We see the adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. Adenine is denoted as A, guanine G, cytosine C, and thymine T. These two nitrogenous bases, adenine and guanine, is called purine, and these two, cytosine and thymine, group under pyrimidine, group of nitrogenous base. How base pairing taking place between the nitrogenous bases in DNA molecule? Let us see. Adenine form bond with thymine with two hydrogen bond. Guanine, this is guanine form or make bond with cytosine, three hydrogen bonds. You see these two diagram between adenine and thymine, two hydrogen bonds form here, and between guanine and cytosine, three hydrogen bond forms here. Nucleotides and DNA molecules. What is actually nucleotide? Nucleotide is the combination of three components: nitrogenous base, pentose sugar, and phosphate groups. These three components bind each other and form nucleotides. And DNA is the polymer of nucleotides. Several nucleotides bind with each other through phosphodiester bond and form DNA molecule, and this chain is oftenly called a polynucleotide chain. This is the chemical structure of a DNA molecules. You see this structure. This is base, this is a ribose sugar, and is a phosphate group. These nucleotides bind with another group through phosphodiester bond, and this way form a polynucleotide chain. This polynucleotide chain is called a DNA, or DNA is the polymer of nucleotides. The nucleotides made of three different components. Already I told in the previous slide: a sugar group, a phosphate group, and a base. These are the bases already explained in previous slide. The next is, what is gene? Most precisely, Gene is the functional unit of DNA. Means entire part of the DNA not transfer its genetic information for the synthesis of protein. Only certain part, which is called functional part of DNA, that is called gene. In biology, a gene is a sequence of nucleotides in DNA or RNA that encodes the synthesis of a gene product, either RNA or protein. In prokaryotic cell, such as E. coli, contain about 4,400 genes present on a single chromosome. In human, 23 pairs of chromosomes containing 600 crore base pairs on DNA and about 30,000 to 40,000 genes. You see the structure. Suppose this is a DNA. This DNA is a long chain, but entire part of the DNA is not transferring its genetic information for the synthesis of its product. The certain part from this part suppose is a gene. The gene will first transfer its genetic information through mRNA to synthesize protein. The process for the synthesis of mRNA from DNA, that is called transcription. From mRNA to protein, this is called translation. That protein is the product of DNA, and this protein take part in different metabolic functions of the organism. This is the chromosome, means this is a compact form of DNA. A certain part of this DNA take part in signaling process. Suppose this DNA transferring the signals for its products. The products are the enzyme or proteins. This enzyme or proteins take part in different metabolic reactions inside the cell. What is genome? This is the oftenly used term in molecular biology. The genome is simply called as the total genetic information contained in a cell. Each genome contains all the information needed to build and maintain that organism. The genome includes both the genes and non-coding DNA as well as mitochondrial DNA and chloroplasts. The study of genome is called genomics. This is the most often used term in molecular biology or genetics. So in higher classes, you will get more details about genome, or even now also you can go thoroughly through your textbooks to understand more details about genome. And this is the structure. This is the cell. This is the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, these are the chromosomes. The chromosomes is a compactly arranged chromatin fibers. This chromatin fiber, if more elaborately we see the structure is found like this. This is the DNA. Every pieces of DNA having some code. All the code means that is called genetic code. All codes cannot or does not transfer information all the times, but whenever needed they transfer the information for the synthesis of particular protein. But whatever informations contained in this entire DNA of organisms will transcribe whenever needed for different physiological or metabolic activities. This entire information contained in this DNA is called the genome. So I hope that today you have learned or understand the concept of DNA and gene. Good luck and thank you. Hope that you will be interested to watch such videos in future, so you may subscribe this channel Home Learning and Entertainment. Thank you.